Good morning, everyone. The time is now 6:48 on this Saturday morning. We do have an increasing risk for severe weather for Sunday, and we're going to talk mostly about that over the course of this live stream before we get going with KV News Weekend Daybreak, which starts at 8 a.m., where I'll have details on that as well. But right now, let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's going on right now as we take it to the wall here. Satellite and radar showing mostly clear skies throughout the entirety of Central Texas. We had quite a bit of cloud cover yesterday, and we expect to have more clouds than sunshine throughout the course of this afternoon as well. Now, we could be adding to a little over 6.5 inches of rainfall for the month of May. This was the wettest single month at Camp Mabry since October of 2023. So a little over a year and a half ago. So put in perspective how little rain we've seen. This is really healthy rainfall totals, and that could really help us. So we could be starting June off the same way, especially as we head into the evening hours. Now, as we head through Saturday for this final day of meteorological spring, we'll be getting close to that 90-degree mark. I have a high of 89 officially. Again, more sun than clouds, but we are expecting skies to clear up slightly as we head through 8 o'clock in the afternoon. So your pool party plans shouldn't really be affected for today. Now for tonight, upper 60s, lower 70s throughout the entirety of Central Texas. I'm thinking lower 70s for areas along and east of I-35. And it's going to be those areas, especially our northern zones, that we're going to be watching for the potential for some of those strong storms. Now for Sunday, we have a 2 out of 5 slight risk. And that includes pretty much all of Wilco and even most of Lee north of Giddings, as well as all of Milam County as well. And that 1 out of 5 marginal risk has been expanded to include some sections of the hill country even as well. We're going to show you a timeline of how things will go in just a minute. But what I'm going to tell y'all is that hail is going to be the main threat. And I'm saying hail being the main threat because a lot of that short range model data is showing more so of those discrete cells. A lot of those discrete cells tend to be hail producers, large hail producers as well. Like what happened on Wednesday evening. You remember that 118-mile track of very large hail that passed from northern San Saba County all the way through the Austin area. And even the airport was involved as well, where we had that 10 miles in which there was a microburst that had passed through the Austin area as well. But we can't rule out damaging winds. We do have a bit of an outflow out ahead of it that we're tracking as well. And some of those discrete cells could drop some heavy rain that could lead to some minor flooding. And there's always that chance of maybe a brief spin-up tornado. Now, as we take a look at your Saturday morning, we go into those upper 80s for Saturday afternoon. Again, more clouds than sunshine for today. Then as we start off your Sunday, we're going to start off clear. Now, if the skies stay clear most of the day, we are going to be seeing better chances for some of those stronger storms because those clear skies and that humidity is going to drive up a lot of that instability in the atmosphere, and the conditions are going to be ripe for those storms to pop up as we head through around 5:30, 6 o'clock. This is mostly going to be for our northern and northeastern zones, and here comes that outflow as it makes its way through Central Texas and then really starts to cool us down only to around 70 though by the time we get to your Monday morning. So I only have it at a 20% chance because not all the models are on board yet, but they're getting there. And I have a feeling that we could be issuing a weather impact alert day. We're going to wait till later on to see how the trends shake out to see if we do need to issue one for Sunday evening. But again, we're going to continue to watch this and really watch it for you because I know a lot of y'all are apprehensive about any more severe weather given what has happened so far this week. It has been quite busy for us here in the KVU Weather Impact team. But afterwards, Wednesday and Thursday look like our better chances for more of those storms hanging around. It's too early to determine severity, still 4 to 5 days out. But again, we're going to really watch it for you. But the thing is, for Sunday, it starts a more summer-like pattern for us here in Central Texas. We get right back to over-seasonal averages here locally because we enter meteorological summer tomorrow. So this is the last day of meteorological spring here in Central Texas. So really something that we're going to watch very, very closely throughout the course of these next few days. So Lucky Wilson is saying good, and I agree. That's really good news here. Doesn't look like anybody has any additional comments, concerns, or anything like that from the Facebook side. YouTube's comments are locked, so I can't really see what YouTube has going on as far as what they want to solve, as far as questions that they have. We're simulcasting not just on Facebook, but also on YouTube, but we're also simulcasting on KView Plus as well. Good morning. Looks like there's 22 of y'all that are watching on YouTube right now, and that's really good news. But again, looks like the comments are cut off, and it doesn't look like you guys have any comments on Facebook right now. Looks like Lucky Wilson's the only one that is commenting, saying that good as far as the end of severe weather threats. For the most part, we do have that tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and let's get the boxes out real quick. And we're going to slowly go through that timing because I know a lot of you guys are going to have questions about when the storm's coming. So we're going to start at 7 a.m. and we're going to start with getting to around 9:30, 10, 11 o'clock. We're going to be mostly dry most of the day. Your afternoon plan should be okay, but I would keep an eye to the sky starting at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's where I'd start, especially if you're in Milam, Wilco, or Lee. This is around 6:30, and it has a lot of those storms moving into the Rock Hill, Giddings area. Also, Temple, Belton, for all my former viewers up there who watch our sister station, KCEN, 6 News. That would be around 6:30, 7 o'clock. 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're looking at pretty much the whole coastal plains from Milam County, Lee County, maybe Bastrop and Fayette counties as well. 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Looks like the Austin Metro, according to this model, may be out of it. But again, models can trend in different ways to where the Austin Metro might get maybe a few of those strong storms. But then as we head through 10 o'clock, that's where things start to simmer down. Now, Round Rock, you might be getting it around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Talithia? Is that how I pronounce your name? Is that how you pronounce it? Talithia? That's, they're watching right now. We've also got, let's see. We've also got Gloria saying, thank you for the info, my pleasure. And then things start, well, as we get through Sunday night, things do start to simmer down, and Monday should be mostly dry and in the mid-90s. So, okay, Teolithia, there I go. Nice, nice. Let's see. I don't think anyone else really has any more questions right now. Looks like a nice little morning to get on out and enjoy. Today's afternoon plan should be fine. For the most part, tomorrow afternoon's plans should be fine. You just need to make sure you keep an eye to the sky, especially late in the afternoon, like around 5, 6 o'clock, maybe even 7 or 8 o'clock. You want to really watch for sure. I have the timeline officially between 6 and 9 o'clock, especially for our northern and eastern counties like Milam, Williamson. Well, actually, most of Williamson is in that 2 out of 5, but also Lee as well. Not necessarily Giddings. Giddings, you're right on that line between the 1 and the 2 out of 5 risk, but places like Tanglewood, Dime Box, you're going to want to really watch this very, very closely because y'all are in that slight risk. So again, hail, damaging winds, going to be the main threats. I'm thinking it could be more of a hail producer because a lot of these models are showing discrete cells, and a lot of these discrete cells love to produce large hail or large quantities of smaller hail like what we've seen this past week. So we're going to really watch it very, very closely. Alicia talking about Bastrop County looking good for rain. Yep, that's what it looks like. Bastrop might get some good bits of rain. You're only in that 1 out of 5. Maybe Elgin could be on that line between 1 and 2 out of 5. But really, honestly, it's more of a marginal risk for y'all. So your risk is slightly lower right now. It could trend to where Bastrop County could have a higher severe risk. And we've seen models trend towards stronger storms for tomorrow, obviously. Because if you watched Hunter Williams last night, you will have seen that pretty much all of us were under a marginal risk. There was no slight risk to speak of, but now we've got a slight risk. So models are trending in the direction closer to strong to severe storms. So we're going to watch this very, very closely. And if we have to issue a weather impact alert day later on today, we will do that. But for now, I'm meteorologist Jordan Nierensberg. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and finish prepping for our 8 o'clock show, our KVU Weekend Daybreak, which starts at 8 a.m. right here on KVU.com and KVU Plus, as well as on air on KVU. Thank you.